Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. Yes, I'm wearing the hat because we have hi Beach Man, we have a drop. We have a feral hat drop on sabmerch.com. If you want a hat like this or similar to it, check out the new drop. Sabmerch.com, babies. Get your hat. Get your feral trucker hat. Buy one for your friends, your family, or your mistress. Yeah. No school, Sue? Yeah, so I don't have much time. Hi, Lindsay. Yes, so if you want a feral hat, you get, there's a couple more different sayings. We haven't dropped them all, but they will be there. So do what you got to do. Buy yourself a hat. We have a new logo. Jilly's been actively changing. And let me tell you, it's a little reminiscent of a specific brand that Danielle likes. Yep. My female trucking family would love those hats. Oh my God, Kay. Sabmerch.com. We have a couple good ones. Sabmerch.com for a hat or a friend. Good birthday presents. But I do need to tell you that the new logo resembles one of my favorite brands. Yeah. Does anybody know which favorite brand I'm talking about? Anybody? 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 We're waiting. I'm waiting. That's right. Aviator Nation. Aviator Nation. Reminder, we had a little oopsie with the Amazon. The final edit of the book won't be ready till the 8th. Now, some of you on the 5th are going to be thinking you can go out there and buy it. You probably can, but it won't be the final edit. There was a major oopsie. So Monday, the e-reader will be available for sure. You survived. Yes, you're here, Sean. The final edit of the book will not be ready until the 8th. If it's released sooner, we'll let you know. But there's a big oopsie. There you have it, Beach Man. There you have it. So I've got a lot of new things. We've got, not only do we have new hats, new Aviator Nation dupe with Sab. I know. Poor Christy was in a hoot and a holler over last night. So if you like this hat, Heaven, sabmerch.com. Sabmerch.com. I've got so much going on. New drops, new book. But the new book got fucked. So final edits of the e-reader will be done on Monday. But do not buy the book until the final edits go through by the 8th, they promise. Ah, Sean, we love it. I love it. Bonjour, sweets. Hello. So I wore this hat as a reminder, new drops, new merch drops. And if you like the Saab, if you like the Aviator Nation look, but you can't afford the price, well, I can help you. Buy a Saab sweatshirt, a Saab shirt. You too can have some look of Aviator Nation without the cost. Yes. Hi from Ireland. Have you thought about doing an audiobook? We've thought about it, Ruth, but it costs a shit ton of money. So let's see where this takes us. Everybody said I should do it because then I can record it and use my intonation, my tone, my cussing, all that stuff says. Good morning from Florida. I'm looking great today. Oh, heaven, I feel like shit, but thank you. Hire yourself an assistant a couple times a week. It's simple. Well, what if you don't have the bank account to support the assistant? Then it's not so simple, is it? No. No. Good morning from Connecticut. Good morning. Have you thought about self-publishing? Okay, we are self-publishing, hence Amazon. Thanks, Kim. Cock. Gotta roll. Cock and roll. Duck and cover. Bye, Lindsay. Good morning. Did I change my YouTube name? Absolutely not. I love cocks. Yes, everybody believes that it says I love cock, but tails, cocktails, you know, it's a word that we use when we go to the bar. I love to have a cocktail, please. Give me a 7 and 7. That's a cocktail, you know. Did you and Dan make up? He says he's the only one that says I'm sorry. Deborah, if for 1 minute you let that old goat fool you, then you, my friend, need to rub your eyes, clear your ears, and get back to the reality of it. No. Does Dan say I'm sorry? Girl, please. Never heard those words out of his mouth, ever. Yeah, so just so you know, I heard his bullshit he was spewing to you this morning. I heard the bullshit. I heard him make, you know, he says, oh, I got up early. Well, for 1 second, Deborah, don't let you think that I'm not sleeping, because Dan's loud. He's in his chair responding to trolls on Facebook, screaming at his dad. He was up, I heard him making a video. It's not like he's doing anything admirable for me. He didn't feed the animals, you know? He didn't feed the animals. He didn't feed the cats, the dogs, the pig. Nope. Hell no. Nope. And I heard him go, oh look, Danielle left a bowl out. It was a bowl of salad because I went to bed. I put the meat away. I washed the kitchen up. I left that one leftover. I made this like mixed salad, didn't put the dressing on it. So if Andrew or Dan wanted it, I got high last night. I was so high, I needed to get to bed. I literally had a couple glasses of wine. I started at 2:30 with my friends on the member lives. And so there's something funny when you drink alcohol with a gummy, right? It like hits you at the weirdest times. 2 hours later, I was fucked up. I was looking, my Zoomies were laughing at me. They were like, holy shit. I'm like, yeah, no. 2 hours later, I'm high as fuck. I'm high as fuck. So I quickly cleaned the kitchen. I left out the salad for Dan and Andrew if they wanted it. So, shit. Yeah, it was if I didn't, you guys fucked me up. My members, that's how much they look out for me. I literally, yes, Laura, and they forced me. My members on YouTube forced me. They said, girl, you're sitting out in your egg chair. You need something. I said, God, wine sounds good. Girl, go get you some, right? It was all your faults. And then they're like, why not take a gum? Well, I went in after having a glass of wine with them. I poured another glass, popped my peanut butter gum, and had another glass, and then away we went. Yeah, to the land unknown. I fed Ed. I got him in bed. All the trolls, oh my God, she's a drunk and she's high and she's taking care of Grandpa. Yeah, you can still do your duties. You're just a little, whoa! Jesus didn't come though. I didn't get the full effect. Jesus wasn't here. Jesus stayed away this time. So I didn't go too bad over the cliff, but just enough to go, oh shit, I need to go to bed. So I think I was in bed by 6:30. Ed went to bed, and then I followed with the salad bowl out. Yeah. Don't wait for an apology. Just watch how he be. Yeah, I never wait for Sharon, if I waited for an apology from my husband, I would be dead already if I held my breath, you know? My mom always said, don't hold your breath. Fuck, no. Yeah, on the heat pad. Well, but I bet you didn't have wine in a gummy. 200? A little piece? What's a little piece of a 200? No. So I heard you guys. What was the name he called me? Everybody wants to know. I heard him say, I'm not going to say it. No, he was mean. He was mean. And it was like rich coming from him to call me this name, you know? Oh, I went high, yeah. I went high and I went to bed. No, he doesn't apologize. He apologizes by like trying to get nookie, which isn't for him. So Dan's apology for himself is trying to get sex. What does that do for me? I know you don't want to, but if you just do it, you'll feel better. Who's gonna feel better? You? Not me. No, Dan doesn't apologize. For all those people who want to believe him, go ahead. Never heard an I'm sorry from Dan. That's the second time he's called me that name in like a month. So, you know, he said he was gonna actually say it. Yeah, he's on a walk. He's on a walk. So, no, if you want to be fooled by him, go ahead. The real truth comes from my mouth. I didn't say the name. Yeah, that's Dan. He's bugged me all night long because he wasn't sleeping. Ed was being a pain in the ass. And no, Dan doesn't. Yeah, I heard him say on he did Facebook Live this morning. He's like, I was the first one up. So, I cleaned the kitchen. I cleaned the kitchen. Yeah, my members know what name he called me. Yeah, I cleaned the kitchen. But look, Danielle left this out. Bum, bum, bum. Food for him. He was mad at me. He's mad at me. If anybody should have the right to be mad in this household, Dan has no right. Dan, I am perfect. If we're comparing apples and oranges, I would be the most perfect fruit on the planet compared to his bruised up self. He doesn't need to apologize to me because I remember, you know? I remember. So, yeah, y'all know, you members suck. Y'all fucked me up yesterday. Just do it, Danielle. Sandy, just do it. Just go. Just have fun. Release yourself from the ugly demons. Do it. Go high in the clouds. Visit your mom. My mom didn't come. No. So, anywho. So yeah, we peer pressure. Yep. He did not call me less than tidy. No, he did not. God, that lady pissed me off. Lena. I mean, how can you forget her name when she called me fucking less than tidy? Lena, I hope you're still watching me. I hope you still remember me from New Mexico. Was I in New Mexico? Where was I? Santa Fe. Yeah. Just remember, less than fucking tidy. Shove that up your ass. Anyhow. Lena, I was not. No, Lena. I'm sorry I left my fucking son's shoes in your house. They stunk up, probably. We threw them outside at least. Shit. No, he won't. You guys, he lied to you. He's never gonna apologize to me. Ever. No. I have never heard I'm sorry out of his fat fucking mouth. But anyhow. Yeah. So, if you guys don't know about Lena, we stayed in Santa Fe for my brother's wedding a couple years back. And she said that I was less than tidy. And her house was tidy before I left. So I don't know who made it less than tidy, but I cleaned the whole... Can you believe somebody said I didn't clean? Y'all, that's what I do best. I clean in hotels. I clean in... Anywho, fuck Lena. Pissed me off. And that was like the first Airbnb I rented by myself. So that gives you a low score. Shit. No, Dan is not an apologizer. Dan is a deflector. He's a master deflector. Even Chantel, my friend, she came on Zoom. She's like, what happened, Danielle? All panicky. I was like, what are you talking about? You and Dan had a fight? Yeah, we fight all the time. It's normal. Yeah, he's a fucking cocksucker. Yeah. The N-word. Yeah. The N-word, he called me. Not the one you're thinking. The other one. Is Iceman here? So, yeah, I know. It is. I was just cleaning before I came out. And especially when I'm irritated, I rage clean. I rage clean. Even flying my kite last night, I was rage cleaning to a certain extent. And then I just said, I gotta sleep. Why are you Zetio? Who? Because it was her house. She had the Airbnb, yeah. When walking Ed by scooting stool. Yeah. Damn, throwing my shit around. What's Zetio? Zetio. What the hell is that? Can you tell me what it means? Can you tell me what it says? I recognize the profile. God, Nate, you're so smart. I hope one someday you can find happiness when everybody's carries in on you. Yeah. Thank you, Sandra. Shit. I know Iceman trying to come in on another channel. Oh, shit. Iceman's a mod. New things are coming out about you. You're a mod? Yeah, so it pissed me off. Okay. Need a Zen weekend where it's peaceful. Ponce, I find my own Zen at night. Whoa, Danielle's getting used to the flying the kite, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's great. And what else? Yeah, Sharon, I clean nonstop. I do. Most things I clean nonstop. But from the eyeballs up, not so much. Not so much. My phone, I would have never caught that. I would have never either. I would have been like, oh, who's the Teo? Anybody know who Zeteo is? Not me. I wouldn't even recognize. I can't see though. So, Iceman could have a peen on his pic and I still wouldn't know it was a penis. You know what I mean? So, anywho. Today is Caregiver Day. Caregiver Day. You know what that means? That means the caregiver is coming into my house at 11 and I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. You know what I mean? I'm out. I'm gone. I have a nail appointment with the pedi at 1 and I think I'm gonna leave and just do some shit before that. You know why? Because I can. Because I got a caregiver. Dan pissed me off. You know, fuck him. Fuck Ed. Fuck it all. I'm my new person. Hi Elaine, how are you? Yeah, I'm going, Silver Rose. You don't have to tell me once or twice. Yes, Kim, that is on the agenda. The casino cash. I am Crystal. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna play a little bit, then I'm gonna go get my toes did, my nails did. I was thinking about popping into Nordstrom's rack. That's right, hold tight. Yeah, I need a new pair of running shoes. Come to Canada. Chantel, I have 4 fucking hours. So, blue nails. You guys love my blue. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do pink on my toes. Y'all, I love my pink color. So, yeah, Sandra, they don't do that. You know better. And what name did you call it? It started with an N and it ended with a T. I had to sound it out of my head. Yeah, so don't forget, check out the new merch drop. I love cocktails, sarcasm with a bit of Sauv Blanc. Yeah, whiskey business. Where's C? See here? I made that right for you. He does, Eloise. He does. Whiskey business for all you whiskey drinkers. I made sure to get you in there. There's one with gin too for all you gin. So Check out sabmerch.com. Again, sabmerch.com. And reminder, if you are going to buy my printed book, wait till the 8th because it's not fully edited and they made it oopsie. So if you buy it on Monday, we can't put it on hold or take it back. It's going to be partially unedited. Yeah. So wait. The e-reader will be available on Monday. Am I leaving TikTok? No. I will never leave TikTok. I will be on TikTok as long as they are an entity, right? How much is my book? With tariffs or without? With tariffs or without? Now, I don't know. Littrell County Distillery Bourbon. Bourbon, Sandra. Am I trying to lose weight? I'm always trying to lose weight. What woman isn't always trying to stay slimmer? Thank you, Judy, I will. I read the intro. I'm so dork excited. I love a lot of people. Y'all, like last night on my member live, Kim K jumped the gun. I had to yell at her. Shit. No, not Kim Kardashian. But she got all excited. But she got the... Anyhow, we're not going to talk about it because I don't want people buying anything right now. Don't buy anything until next week. Read the fucking intro and leave it be until I say bye. You've gained, so now you're 89 pounds. But if you're going to do an e-reader, you can buy it on Monday. Let the fucking uploads upload so you have the... You guys stop being nosy. Stay in your lane. Don't visit Amazon until at least Monday. And don't buy the book. Not yet. Hi, Janet. Fuck, it's pissing me off. Yeah, okay, bye right now. Well, if you want to buy it again to get the appropriate edits, yes. Have you had Disarona? Disa who? What's a Disarona? Jesse, did you say that? So here's the thing. I told Christy, I said, hey, so listen to me right now. You're associated with me. Something's always going to go wrong. It's not your fault. It's probably my fault because oh, it's alcohol. How do you know it's alcohol? The non-drinker knows. Oh, it's liquor. You're right. I just now I remember that. Greetings, Tom. Pops is a pain in the ass, Tom. You know what that means? He's doing well. Yep. So I don't even see an option to purchase it on Amazon yet. It's not, but Monday it will be. But we don't want you buying it yet. Lily, listen, Linda, listen. Monday it's going to be available, but do not buy it yet. We couldn't stop it. Lord, Ash, can you help her out? Jeez, some people. And she's been here from the beginning. She should know better. E-reader only. Check out sabmerch.com. You too can get an I love cock hat compared of all the bitter palm all faces say that. Did you see it? She wore a fucking I love cock hat. You bitches forgot the tails. And then listen, you know what was funny? I'm gonna tell you right now. What would your kids think about it? What would your kids think about that? Like my kids would be fucking surprised. And guess what my son came downstairs with the other day? I had to look it up because I didn't understand what it meant. You know what it said? Cunting season. Cunting season. Now, when I said, yes, it comes in black. When I said, Andrew Salinger, what the hell are you wearing? He's like, what? He's at sweatshirt. It says cutting season. No, bruh. It doesn't. Check again. Cunting season. And he started laughing. And then I laughed at him because he thought it said cutting. But what the hell would cutting season be? How is that? Why would that? His friend bought it for him. So then I was like, okay, I don't know if that's is it mean the women are feral? I need one then for Facebook. But no, what it means is it's pussy season. He's ready. He's ready to hunt for pussy. So just like his mama, I love cock, he loves pussy. So yeah, there you have it. Yeah. The good thing is he didn't buy it. He's like, I wouldn't waste my money on this, but it's funny. And he thought it was even funnier once he realized what it said. And he wore it out. I said, boy, be careful. So then I called him and I said, okay, I did some research, meaning my friend's on Zoom, and it's pretty much pussy season. Yeah. So he's on the hunt. He's a hunter. So that's why his friend bought it for him. And then he said, I wonder if my friend knows what it said. Bitch, I am sure your friend knows what it said. Jesus. So there's that. Yeah. Some research. Well, it's spring. Anyhow. So, oh boy, yeah. Cherish the bee. So apparently they sell them on Amazon. Iceman. So if you want to be well liked by the women, get you a cunting season shirt or sweatshirt. They have them in both things. But I don't know if it's going to go over well with females. So you may want to, if you're looking to get laid, don't wear it. But if you're going to hang out with the guys and talk about vaginas, I hate that word pussy. Once I got caught in mine, you got hunting sex? Cunting? Yeah. What? I'm confused. He's so proud of it. Now he's even more proud of it. He put it on the other day. He took it off because I said, probably not a good idea. He was going to meet Jennifer. Yeah. No. Probably not. You. After I enlightened him on what it meant, and he was like, oh, okay. And then I said, and where are you going? You're going to go study with your sister? You may want to change your sweatshirt if you want to stay alive. Jennifer doesn't like that shit, you know? So he was like, what the hell? I don't care. And then guess what? He went upstairs and then he changed. But then he came back downstairs the other day wearing it, and his chest was puffed out. Yeah, he was feeling good about it. Yeah, you go, bruh. You go. We can go out in public. Let's go to lunch. I'll wear my I Love Cock hat and you wear your cunting season. Yeah, it's a match made in heaven, mother and son. So, you know, Linda, I'm going to tell you about the C word. I've been using it a lot more lately. I was an anti-C word. No underwear either. Zeteo. I don't like that. It doesn't work well for me. We need to change it again. No. I don't like it. Shit. Anyhow, oh yeah, you go balls out, right? Balls out, no frill. No tidy whities, no boxer briefs. We just let it all free ball them like grandpa, right? I don't know why I compared you to grandpa. That wasn't nice. I apologize, Iceman. Front picture, yeah, me and Andrew. I should. We're a good trio. And that's the thing, like all these Pall Mall faces. Oh my God! Your family must be so proud. Oh, they are. Yeah. Well, some of them are just like me. So I did a joke yesterday to Hannah, right? I'm going to tell you something. Free balls for all. I announced Wednesday as Free Ball Wednesday. Yeah. Hey, guys, if you love to let your balls hang out, but your wife says no, your girlfriend says no, your friend, your lover, your partner, whoever, Wednesday, you tell them I give you permission to let it all hang out. Now, keep them hidden, though, because you can't do that shit in public or you'll get arrested, okay? So, keep that shit together. So, Hannah kind of played with me the other day. And if she's watching, she's probably going to be like, oh, my God. Justin, I apologize. If you're listening to this, don't tattle on me because it just goes with the dialogue. Alex, if you're here, don't tell Hannah. Anyway, so she had a little procedure, a half colonoscopy yesterday. Yeah, I've been using the C word a lot more, referencing to the old women on religious women on Facebook primarily. Anyhow, everything was fine. Her rectum looks great. Her small intestine looks wonderful. No problem. So thank the Lord, or whoever, Gandhi, grandma, whatever. Anyhow, so I was like, of course, Mom made a joke. Where do you think Mom went with that? She's like, it was painful. I'm like, yeah, I've never had that done, but so it said something to the effect of, I know I won't like it when it's time for me to get it because I don't like a peen or any fingers up in my rectum. So I can't imagine anything is going to be fun going up there and going deeper up there, right? Deeper. No. So she was like, that's nice, Mom. And I said, well, yeah, I'm just saying. And both experiences, all rectum experiences, were with your father. Just so you know, the history, if in case I died tomorrow, you know, all rectal play was with Dad. Great, Mom. That's nice. Lovely to know that. And then I said, well, so I can imagine it's not painful. And then you know what his Hannah says? So, hold up, I'm gonna tell you. I got a little Danielle-ism in there. She said, yeah. Guess what she said? She never plays with me, ever. Ever. I'm like, one of these, Jennifer will sometimes play with me when she's drinking. And then I'm like, all right, you took it too far, bruh. Nope. Nope. I think I liked it better when you guys didn't say much, but no, honey, you took it too far. Again, way too much info. Can you scale back a little bit? Anyhow, Hannah said, as the conversation went on, she said, Mom, it's way different than any of those things up your bum. So, I just laughed. I just laughed. I couldn't, she took me off guard. These bitches are getting more comfortable in life. And let me tell you, that was the first thing she's ever said to me, to meet me back with my, that's what happens, you know? I keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. And then she pushes back and then she stumps me. They fucking stumped me. What do you say to that? Good one, Hannah. Good one. But she quickly moved on because she didn't want me going back. Because I almost said, well, does that mean you had a finger, a peen, or both? Justin, if you're here, not to embarrass you, but too late, buddy. Too late. That's what you get for staying on my lives. Anyhow. So, yeah, this is what happens. All my life, I just push them and I push them, and they're like, bruh, Mom, really? And now they start firing back with stuff I'm not ready for. Yeah, so, shit. She said it was very painful. She said it was, yeah, well, I almost went back, but then she walked into class. She's like, gotta go, click, because she knew I was probably, I was doing a U-turn, Jade. I was flipping a bitch to go back to that conversation. Don't worry, we're not done with it, because you know we're gonna have to revisit that again. I could just text Justin. Let's see what Justin says to that. I don't know. Anyhow, so yes, those are my kids. My kids. Yeah, I raised them. Of course they know this shit that their mom would do. Anyhow, so they didn't sedate her because it wasn't a full colonoscopy. It was a half one, whatever. They just go in the small intestine. They just take it all the way up to the small intestine. Once they get to the large, they stop. And yeah, she said they just pump air in you the whole time. She's like, yeah, yes, that's what it is. The doctor asked if I went to look up rectum. Yeah. She said, my father's shoe, he's been looking. So, the sigma, whatever. That's why, whatever. So, she said it hurt because they keep blowing air up there. But she's like, I saw my rectum. I saw everything. He's like, if you want to look. Not just very uncomfortable. Yeah, yeah. So very uncomfortable. She said, I did it. And then all she wanted to do was fart, because so much air. So yes, my kids are my kids. They know who I am. This is like, people ask, like, they think it's like some big surprise. Like, Danielle only came out as crazy woman with social media. No, I've always been this way. We always talk sex, you know. I'm always pushing the buttons, getting them to be grossed out by me. And guess what? I'm going to tell you, they're all like me, just not in front of me because they feel uncomfortable, but they're starting to slowly come around. Alex, her roommate, says, yeah, Sophie, come on over. Oh, good. Oh, Elaine, I thought you were somebody else. Yes, things came out good. You know, thank God, because she's a hypochondriac. I don't know where she gets that from. Anyway, she is her mother's daughter. Her daughter's mother. Her mother's daughter. You know what? Anyhow, she's her mother's daughter. So she is exactly like me. A poor kid. And just her whole everything. Just not as vivacious around her mother as she is with her friends. But her roommate's like, oh no, she has a filthy mouth. I'm like, Hannah, God, why aren't you sharing it with your mother? She's like, Mom, that's weird. No, but she gave it back. So she gave it back, and I like that. But not Andrew's, right? He's quiet. Andrew's a different personality, a whole 100%. Stacey, we were talking about this on the member live yesterday. Andrew he takes after both sides of my families. Like, he resembles a lot of Behar, and he resembles a lot of my mom's side nurse. So there's a lot of, he's very passive. Andrew, I mean, he wore a cutting season shirt. I mean, he's still wearing it after I told him that it wasn't cutting season. So no, he's filthy. But he's very laid back. He's not impulsive. Hold on. He's not impulsive, like, emotionally, you know, like, he doesn't yell like his dad does. He's impulsive, like, with guitars. Ugh. But purchasing guitars. But no, he's not impulsive. He's a completely, like, he's a low-key dude. And a lot of that is my mom. A lot of that is really my mom. Behars aren't so passive when they're angry. Behars explode. But my mom was never an exploder. So I think he's my mom. Hi, Susan. How are you? But he's a nasty little fucker too. Him and his friends would come over the house and, you know, try to rile me up. And then when I give it back, they're like, oh, Danielle, whoa. You know, because I always feel the only comeback to them is when I use Dan and I in a situation, you know, and they're like, okay, that's it. Nope. Abort, Danielle, abort the mission. But the only way you can get them back and gross them out, because they're trying to gross me out, I have to trump them, you know, not, you know. Can I still use that word? Is it a lot? Anyhow, I have to beat them at their game. So I always beat them with a Dan and Danielle situation. And sometimes I really fabricate it to make it extra juicy. And I'm not that way at all, but only with the boys. Only with the boys. Iceman is here. He's Zeteo. He's Zeteo now, Stephanie. He changed his name. He wants to be like Zorro. I still have to drink something no matter what. Me too, Jennifer. With one N. Yep, me too. I still will drink with my, you know, other thing. But it's fine. As far as somebody, asked where Anthony is. I don't know. He left the planet. He's gone. He's not here. So I don't know where he went, why he went, or what happened to him. I'm assuming he is still alive. I'm hoping he's still alive, but he just ghosted. So I no longer have a gay. So if any man who's gay wants to apply for my best friend position, I really need one. I have women who are gay. They're no fun. I need the male gay. Yeah. I know, Janet. We told her I'm an old lady too. So how long has he been gone? Since before Vegas. Yeah. He started disappearing before Vegas. Yeah. No, he didn't show up in Vegas either. Maybe he felt used for his gayness. He could have felt used. I would like to hope he felt used because it was a great thing to be needed and wanted. He started our whole buzzball situation. Like, we wouldn't have known about the balls without Anthony, you know? I'm still going to give him tribute, but I'm still going to give him sass, you know? His name is? Oh, I need gays. Yeah. And I always had a gay. I know, but Mandy, I need a male. Males are just different than females. So I get used for my straightness all the time. Anyhow, I don't know. Hannah looks like you. Carla looks a lot like her dad. She just has my coloring, so it confuses everybody. But you guys don't really see Jennifer, so you don't know Jennifer. But she is her dad, and she hates when I say this, and I know she doesn't watch. But so anyhow, she looks a lot like me. She just has fair coloring. So Jennifer looks probably most physically like me without the color. So male only, the girls develop crushes on me. I think that's the problem with girls. Yeah, I think they end up liking their counterparts. Yeah, buzzballs aren't wine. No, I stopped drinking them. I went on a buzzball. I just hijacked him anymore because Anthony, it reminds me of Anthony, and I want to cry. So I don't drink buzzballs anymore. I drink the wine. I'm back on the wine. I'm back on the sauce. I'm back on the wine. I'm back on 3 glasses a day. 2.5 if I really want to make it seem better. Yeah. So 2.5 glasses a day. It might be a bottle, but it's still only 2.5 glasses. Yeah. Hi, Frogman. How are you? See, there you are. Shit. What did I need her for? I asked for you. Oh, my hat. You know, we have love cocktails. So I made a hat that says whiskey business. Yeah, for you. I thought of you in mind. And I was telling you about it, but you weren't here yet. So whiskey business is for you. Check it out, sabmerch.com. Have you ever tried Angeline? I think I have. I don't remember. Oh, Mary, shh. You can listen. You don't need to watch. You can just listen. Yeah, whiskey business. Yeah. I almost wanted to do a ball one, but then Anthony's not here. The Di Serrano only takes 2 shots, vodka base. I'm not a big fan of liqueurs, you know. I like to sip with my fruit. You know, it makes you feel like you're doing something productive when you put antioxidants within the antioxidant of your wine, right? And then you look at, like, I'm getting my daily allotment of antioxidants and fruit. So you got to think about this. If you really want to, you know, not have a bad look to your drinking, yes, you need to be very healthy about it. Freeze the berries. Yeah, you got to think smart. You know, just so you start talking shots, people think you're an alcoholic, right? So the way I think it seems better is when you dress it up, you know, a little bit, and you're getting your fruit intake, and you get your, you know, you don't want people thinking you're an alcoholic, right? You need to stay under the radar. So frozen fruit, nobody knows. One glass, Linda. How big was his glass? Was it a big glass? It's soaked in apricots. The Di Serrano? Oh, I don't know about that. I love apricots, but I don't know if I want the apricots with my... Seems legit. People do judge. You know what? I'm on my flying the kite. I'm on the flying mega pint. That's what I thought. So I'm on a 1 glass a day schedule myself. Let's just go to that. 1 glass while I'm flying my kite. Yeah, it's great. Try it. I love the Sauv Blanc, Elaine. Here's my thing. If you don't drink wine normally, a Sauv Blanc you might not like. Tomato beer. I love a good tomato beer. God, I love good tomato beer. Sometimes they call micheladas. Yum, yum, yum. Do you like Prosecco? Too sugary. If I'm desperate, I'll drink it, but no. Apricots. Apricots? Apricots? What are they? They're apricots. You have 1 glass. Whatever. Yeah, 1 bottle, 1 glass, it's fine. If it fits in a glass, you know, isn't it 1 glass? I mean, I'm asking you hypothetically, right? If my bottle fits in a glass, technically I am drinking a glass of wine. Duh. So anyway, yeah, I need a better term. I know, Stacy, one of them. Yeah, so anyhow, it's definitely one glass. See, just like if the cake was out, you either say I had some cake and you ate the whole thing. One cake could be a piece, right? So you have to think about it theoretically, right? At Campo, I love a Campo, Christy. I love their wines there. My one big glass can almost fit a small bottle in one pour. So yes, one glass is fine. I agree with the one glass. Yes. I didn't remember you smoking. Oh, so she does, Jade, but she has to wait between appointments just in case. Yeah. Some people, they have a glass of wine, but they pound 3 bottles. I can tell you that 3 bottles do not fit into a glass. So they're lying to you. I stick with 1 bottle a day, which is 1 glass a day. One man's glass is another man's bottle. That's right. One woman's glass is another woman's bottle. I could not drink. My body shuts down after my 1 glass of wine. So that's the most I can drink is a bottle. Yeah. Okay, so technically, let's not get technical, but technically 1 bottle is like 2.5 glasses. So you don't like that, then get the fuck off my page. So anyhow, this is another new merch drop. It says property of Grandpa Ed. Yeah. You want some cheese with that wine? Cheese? You know what I ate last night? They're these healthy fucking shit. So half of you are gonna be like, that doesn't count because it's too healthy. It was like a pureed Weinmann's, and they pureed banana and put some peanut butter in it and like a healthy chocolate chip in it. And they were like, they looked like mini pieces of cookie dough. Well, I finished off the bag last night because I was flying, you know? So I didn't need it. I couldn't stop eating it because it was wonderful. Yeah, that's a problem when you get to a certain, cross the bridge over into the next phase, you really don't give a shit, right? So I'm just getting started with one. Mama died. Oh no. That is, 64 is young to die. I gotta go work. Oh, now you gotta go work, Zorro. I'm gonna call you. My friends on the Zoomies were like, Danielle, I can't even look at you right now. My eyes were like, looking like Dan's and shit. I was like, I know! With a healthy breast. If you really want healthy, you have a mimosa. Because you have vitamin C in your orange juice, and then you get the sparkly champagne for the acid indigestion. So typically it helps you get the vitamin C, and you get the gas X from the champagne. Helps you burp, right? Clears your system and starts your day healthy. Yeah, so I can come up with any analogy you need. Any analogy to make you feel better, I got one for you. Because I use them too. I had fruit with a drink of antioxidants. So, but if you're like me, Teresa, Danielle doesn't like a lot of orange juice. So she does a splash of orange with her antioxidant drink that also helps with gas by the carbonation. OJ and potato juice is healthy. Potato juice? What? I haven't even seen Dan look so messed up. Me? Yeah. I think Tony was like, holy shit, girl, I can't even look at you. I yelled at her. I said, I know. I feel it. Fruity smoothie and champagne for breakfast. Who all knew? It's 5 o'clock, 3 hours after. Yeah, drink. You guys, I think it's amazing for the people who wake up. Potato vodka is gross. Ugh, people who can't sell liquor do the potato, the rice, whatever shit. Now sake, I don't mind. Ricardo, my hat says I love cocktails. Yeah, you know, like drink. We're talking about drinks, so I love me a good cocktail. Yeah, a good cocktail. So I'm just celebrating my alcoholism with the hat of cocktails. You know, because isn't it more fitting? You too can buy a hat that says cocktails if you like cocktails. Sabmerch.com, don't forget. My book, when's it coming out? I like both. Well, if you like both, then this hat is yours. I don't even know how much I'm charging. So, Fit Vodka, shit. I love a good Bloody Mary, but I can't. Yes, thank you, Sadie. And don't buy the book until the 8th, bitches. Shit. Will I wear the hat to the casino? I did in Vegas. Yeah. There's another one I want to get that we did. It's I forgot, something with sarcasm and sarcasm with a side of Sauvignon Blanc. You know that's gonna be mine. So I'm gonna get that hat because that I would wear to the anything with sarcasm in it, because that's me. And you know I'm full of Sauv Blanc. You could probably, if I cut myself, like I had a cut yesterday, and if you sucked on the cut, you might get a little bit of blood, but you would taste the Sauv Blanc that is running through my veins. Shit. It could be in my, it could be in my brain too. So, on Amazon, Teresa. But May 5th, if you have an e-reader, it'll be available May 5th for sure. But the 5th is a Monday, my birthday. But the book got messed up because, you know, everything does not go smooth in the land of Danielle Salinger. So, well, let's take off Salinger. Danielle Rachel Behar. I'm getting rid of the last name Salinger. Yeah, too many complications. I think that's what it was, Christy. It's a Salinger to my Behar. You know what I mean? So I'm dropping the Salinger as of today. Danielle Rachel Behar. The way it should be. Yeah. I wish we could all meet one day, maybe. Yeah. So can you proofread that? Take off Salinger in the book, girl. And just, you know, whatever. It's fine. We got time. Just kidding. Don't do that. Just don't. No, we're good. Speaking of yes, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. So, yeah, we had a little mini implosion, but that's okay. So, to you guys, I'm known as Miss Behar, okay? So, don't call me Mrs. Salinger. Call me Miss Behar. But Angela, how do I get out of my depression? If I help you get out of yours, which I'm very happy about, how do you get me out of mine? 420. Oh shit. Just kidding. No birthday book. God. No. It'll be a birthday e-reader, but the book, yes, will be on the 8th. Maybe sooner. We don't know. Amazon's weird. So anyhow, hi Emily. We're just bitching, you know, about my bad luck, my cock hat. New drop, just in case you need a cock hat. I got it on my website. I've got new logos of Aviator Nation, but it's Sob Nation. Just saying, might have copyrighted that, but it's okay. Everything's fine. You won't get arrested. Yes. So if you like Aviator Nation, check out my merch. Yeah. If you like my cock hat, check out my merch. There's some ones that might fit you too. I will be waiting to hit the button. Yeah, poor Christy. I told her, I said, do I need to email you, DoorDash you some drinks? Yeah, she profusely working yesterday to make sure everything was perfect. And then come to find out we had a snafu. Yeah, so fuck. Anyway, are you self-publishing? Yes. But Dan would be there. So, yeah, no, he doesn't have to be there. What? Hold up a minute. A girls' trip. No, Dan. No. Don't even. We don't combine. So, no. And Jade. And poor Jade hasn't read my book already like 5 times. So she's not buying it. She's already read it. She could probably do an audiobook by herself. She probably hasn't memorized. Emily, it will be ready on the 8th on Amazon. The 8th on Amazon. Don't look sooner because you might see something ready. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be ready on the 5th. The e-reader will be ready on the 5th. But the book, if you buy it on the 5th, we cannot stop the purchase power of the book. I am trying to spread my knowledge and let you know that not going to be the corrected version. So don't buy the book. You wrote a few hen party books? Oh, Katina just got me started on the hen again. I can't talk about hens. I just blew my mind yesterday with chicken and hens, and I can't do it. I'm glad you wrote those books, but I cannot talk about, I'm distraught over the hen thing. Don't even talk to me about hens or chickens or roosters. Shit. Yeah, I'm excited. My May 5th is my birthday. So we were trying to get them all done and all ready for my birthday because it would be a really cool thing, but it didn't happen that way. So, well, it's to be expected. Like, Chrissy was panicking to tell me, and she's like, I know you're probably going to hate me. And I was like, girl, do you not, after how many years, what happens to my life? Nothing ever goes smoothly. So this is nothing that is a surprise. I kind of had a feeling that something wasn't going to be right. I just did. Just because that's the way my life goes. That's the way my life goes. Thank you, Laura. I am pretty proud of myself. It seems so weird. You know, some people are like, why would people want to read your book? Well, surprisingly, there are people who want to read my book. And for those of you that don't, well, you don't have to. So people who know me and who have developed their own version of a relationship with me and us together, they are excited about it. And why can't we let people be excited about the things they want to be excited about? I'm excited about my hats, right? My new trucker hats. I'm excited about my hats that just dropped. I'm excited about my Aviator Nation look-alike dupes with the sob on it. I mean, that stuff excites me too. I can't wait to wear that shit. Oh, Lord. Hi, Barbie. I still see your picture. BB, I figured. I like it. You know, Iceman changed his name too, and it was stupid. Yours is fine. How is the bird feeder going? Because my beagle knocked it over. Oh, shit. Well, remember, Casey, easy on the bird feeder. Okay. Number one, it's not a bird feeder. So, you know how I feel about birds in general. So take it back a couple notches. It's a hummingbird feeder. Hummingbird, right? Different than a pack of birds. I'm not trying to, well, I actually could collect them and have, my cats could have. No, Casey, we don't do birds. Remember that. So it's like that's something we don't do here. Although you hear them, it's fine, but no, absolutely not. The hummingbird feeder, nobody's come. Nobody's come. No, nobody's come. No, one twiddled in here yesterday, right? Were we on a live? I can't remember. Every day blends it. Did I tell you my kite flying yesterday was wow? Now you're telling me it's a no? Casey, you need to slow your roll a little bit, girl. Yeah, no. The hummingbird came in here, and I was trying to sing it to my feeder for the hummingbird. Just one or two, right? And well, yeah. And there's two squirrels right now frolicking on my grass. They're happy. They're playing. But I don't... Anyhow, Casey, so why are you orange? Well, that's a question most people ask themselves. Too much self-tanner. Casey, they're flying peckers. Right. Birds are just flying peckers. Yours is gone. Mine is not gone. Casey, here you are with really pissing me off this morning about my bird. I have faith. Just because my beagle that I don't have didn't knock over my bird feeder, it's because you were trying to feed all the birds, right? And because you were trying to feed all the birds, your beagle was pissed off because he doesn't like birds either. He's a beagle. You know, he doesn't like birds. They don't. Well, anyhow, so that was your sign to get you a hummingbird feeder, and I bet you he'll leave it alone. With the tails, lots of bird poop. Yeah, that's what you get, and they shit on your poor beagle. If you want a hat like this, sabmerch.com, and you too can have a cock hat. As the cigarette faces call it. Did you see her with her cock hat on? Well, when people say, did you see her with a cock hat on, I'm thinking I have like a cone head with a cock.
which is not a bad idea. Debbie, I think that means you're red. Everybody who's red now means you have gone in, you've watched me for way too long. So get out now. A hummingbird drowned in your water fountain because you didn't have a feeder up for it. I had good laugh watching a black bird chasing a squirrel. Oh my God. Yeah, black. Anyhow, for all you red people, or orange, I'd like to say I don't even know what color is safe to say anymore, you guys. You bring up red, then I just can't go there anymore because and I love red, but, oh, fuck. Even my fly swatter's red. Shit. My wording is red. I can't. Now I'm itchy because I'm uncomfortable. You're green. You're not green, Jesse. You're not a member. You don't have a star after your name, honey. So no, you're not. Well, Allie, because on the other side of town, on the YouTube side, so my members change colors. And apparently, as you go up in longevity while watching me and watching you get different colored, yeah. So that's how I know who really loves me, is based on if they have a star on YouTube or not. I mean, it's just the facts, right? But you can love me in different ways, I guess. So they're talking about their colored stars. Commenting just to see what color. You're just a lonely old yellow. I like gold better. Gold sounds better than yellow, right? The red ones are really the superstars. So if you are, yeah, Sheila, this is my live account. So because people don't like me, I have to have numerous accounts. So go in my link tree and follow all my accounts. That's the safest way. You just started, so yeah. Oh no, I'm green. I think dark blue is the beginning stages of your membership. Yeah. Yeah, Jesse, you have to pay for the membership. So that's when I do like side lives, or I'll post something like special to you guys and stuff like that I don't share with everybody. I also had to pop over just to check. Everybody's popping over to see what color their stars are. I'm people like you. I've seen lots of your lives. You tickle me. I like to tickle people. I really do like to tickle people. And I'm glad. But the women, let's put it here. The women who have a problem with me are hypocrites. Yeah, you know what I mean. They are a hypocrite. Anyhow, they're hypocrites. So the women who are, the God-fearing, the religious, the palm-all faces, the angry people who are unhappy with themselves, their looks, and their lives, those are the people. Yeah, those are the people. But that's okay. We live in a land of hypocrisy. But anyhow, no star for you. No star means you don't join my membership, okay? That's it. Jack has always been Jack. Yeah, I'm going to do it and get. Oh God, I said follow, and I already been usually. Yeah, on the dreadmill. Oh, I hate the dreadmill. I'm a woman, and but you seem pretty cool to me. No, not all the women. It's not all the women. It's specifically the women who are hypocrites. Not my women. My women who follow me and who appreciate me and join my memberships or don't. Damn fly. They're not hypocrites. I mean, we're all hypocritical in some ways, right? I mean, we do it. I admit I could be a hypocrite sometimes, but they're the hypocrites. I mean, they're the God-fearing people who practice, loving and being faithful to religion, but yet on the flip side, they're bashing people and women and, all the bullcocky, the bullcocky. So I'm talking about the bullcocky, the bullcocky women who smoke 5 packs a day, and sit up on their glass house after praying and reading the Bible. Yeah, the hypocrites, Mm-hmm. Yes, Sheila. Oh, we are like the 3% the yeah, and the people who really practice religion Okay, let me do the other side of it, because people, the trolls like to document my word choices. So the people who actually, my book writer is one of them, who goes to church religiously. She practices, kindness and everything that her religion has taught her, and her readings and the practicings and her hymns and all that stuff. She's not a hypocrite, right? Because she actually uses that to become a better person, right? Religion's not for me, but I'm not going to say I'm a religious woman and then bash every woman around me. Yeah, so that's what I mean by that. Women can be ugly, A preacher painted his house, had a fridge in closet full of liquor, beer, bedroom. That's a hypocrite, right? So anyhow, yeah, no, and they're welcome. You guys, I've been blocking. My fingers hurt. My thumbs really hurt, but that's from something else. But, I'm just tired of the cockamamie, bullshit of people just attacking just to attack with no facts, no foundation, right? Yeah, I do the same thing, GSR. I choose who I'm kind to and who I'm not. Because life is tough. You got to save it for the people who deserve it and keep it back for the people who don't. Because I have wasted a lot of time with people over the years who I've given lots of kindness to, and really they didn't deserve it. And now where am I? Fucked with wasted energy. Yeah. Menopause. Don't even tell me, my hair's falling out. That's why I normally don't chat. Christina, I wouldn't block you for being a respectful woman, even if you have editing issues or spelling issues. That's not me. I don't block people. I try not to. I don't try to block off the cuff. I try to block the people who are repeated, or people who just come in and say mean things, like, oh, your nostrils are big. Oh, look at your eyebrows. They're so horrible or horrendous. You're mean to Ed. Fuck. Well, I'm not going to you come on and you say that shit. It's an automatic block. But if you repeat yourself a lot, the mods get annoyed with that. That type of stuff. I can't control always what they do, because if you're annoying, you're going to get blocked. But that's typically the people who spam and stuff like that. And typically the people who spam are assholes anyway. Just saying. Yes, sabmerch.com. We now have them too. Yeah. So get yourself a hat. There's many to choose from. You don't need the cock hat. There's others to choose from.
Is there a Dan hat?
I hate Dan. Yes, it's live today.
I hate Dan?
Yeah, there's a couple people who wanted that.
Does it have my picture on it?
No.
Why are those big words? How'd you make them so big?
Because Marty made them big.
How did you do that?
All caps.
But they're bigger than mine.
I'm a serious hater of one lifestyle channel. They have a channel of caregiving. You and your husband have been wonderful for Ed. Oh, thank you. And here's the moments that I have issues with are like, I always say, I'm not going to go to can you move? I'm always going to say that I'm not going to go to a doctor who doesn't understand. I'm not going to go to a male doctor for menopause, because they can't relate to the things that I'm talking about, right? If I go,
I'm sure if they're married, they can relate.
Okay. Anyway, and so I'm not going to go to a counselor who's never experienced panic attacks. I'm not going to do those things. For me, when I follow somebody or when I find somebody that I really like, if they're a true caregiver, then that's fine. I just don't like the people who preach about caregiving, but who really haven't done a damn thing to do it. It's hard for me because it's relatability. Because if you have somebody who's just preaching on what and what not to do with caregiving, but yet you haven't experienced the different personalities and the different dynamics, it just doesn't do well for me. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. What? Are you talking to me? You sent me a card today? Yeah, Dan, he's bugging me. I mean, my priest as a kid was on the pedophile list in the newspaper. Yeah, I mean, that's, unfortunately, that's the world we live in today, and that's why I said, you don't have to go to a house of God to practice your religion or your beliefs, right? You have to just do it within yourself, right? And I find those houses of
You want to give me? I'm going to try and get him to the table without the chair today, but I need someone to follow.
okay, well, I'm not done yet.
All right.
And that's why I really have a hard time with that whole house of God thing, which whatever religion, I don't care what it is, going to, because there's a lot of shit that happens that shouldn't happen within that house, that's supposed to be, safe. And the hypocrisy just kills me. I know, Dan. I shouldn't curse. Why? Because you fucking say I shouldn't curse? Let me tell you. I don't fucking care what you say. It's terribly a hard job, especially in home. It's 24 hours days. Yes, it's so... And people don't get it. They're like, oh, I just don't like the way she handled that situation right there. Okay, well, you don't have to like it. But the situation that I chose to show you was a real moment between us that, has to happen. I don't care if you don't think I'm appropriate in the way I communicate in a situation that I have been around for so long, and I know what works with him, right? I know what works with him. So to come on and tell me that you don't like the way I'm doing, where's Dan? Well, Dan is not there right now. Is he in the house? Most likely. Bye, Sansoni. And you have to get strong sometimes. And when you see those moments where I'm more curt, tense, short, it's because we have had already a shit time explaining to him something or repeating for the last 2 hours or trying to keep him safe and he's not listening. That's reality. If you don't like our reality, don't watch it. But for Ed, right? That's his reality, and that's what we need to do in his reality, is to reality orientate him, also be loud enough that he can hear, also be short, because sometimes he's not listening. Dan talks too much. It bugs me. Dan gives too much information, and then he's repeating himself again, and then he yells and is short and curt, and that works better, right? So, welcome, girly. Who are you? Are you in a different name? Ready for pickup. Do add aquaponic. Yes. So I went up in my patch because I was like, this patch ain't cutting it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't affect me what you think about me and how I'm doing in my situation. You would find out short enough if you did it in my same situation that you would have to do the same thing. Woohoo! Girly girl, welcome to the Blue Star Club. So, yeah, I mean, people don't like reality. Everybody's situations are different. Sometimes I don't like the reality of other caregivers. It rubs me the wrong way. And everybody's entitled to that. And I don't watch them. Would I criticize them or would I critique them? Absolutely not. I just maybe don't care for the family dynamic, or maybe I think they're mocking him in a way when they probably aren't. But I would never say anything to them because that's the way they do it and that's the way it happens, right? I wouldn't care. I support them. Sometimes I go on and be like, good job, but stuff like that, because everybody's dynamic is different. If you relate to a dynamic, then maybe you're going to be attracted to that dynamic more than another, and that's fine. Under 40. I started LC. I started at 36, but I didn't have to have my patch. I just did it. I was on birth control for years. And so she's like, I would like to get you off of it right now because your estrogen level is really high. So let's start low and then go up gradually. And so I am on estradiol, but I just went up. So she's doing me 0.5 instead of 0.25. And we'll see if that's going to work for me. And it's ready for pickup. So that's another thing I'm going to get today because I need to, even though you do, does Dan take his dad's frustration? I think we both do, Katina. I think it's safe to say we both take our frustrations out on each other. We tend to, when I'm frustrated and when he's frustrated, and we're dealing with Ed, we're both very short tempered at that time. Yes, we yell at each other. I mean, you can't help it, right? I mean, it's just your emotions are just, they're there, and that's what it happens. I mean, it's reality. Sometimes, if we're both not irritated, I get more irritated when Dan's irritated because he's at a different level. So when he's irritation is here, I absorb that. And so it makes me more irritated. And so it's hard to balance the emotions in this house, honestly, between Dan and Ed, and then myself, right? Dan gags from his anxiety. Yes. Yes. He's a gagger. God, it's so annoying. You cannot pre-order my book. No. A book will be available now on the 8th because we ran into a little snafu. So it will be, Dora Osterda isn't cutting it. Yeah. We'll be asking my teen boys. Yeah. I know. Elsie, I get it. It's horrible. I'm living, yeah, it's a point, what is it? It's point, yeah, 0.5. And I was on 0.025. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, do you mind if we see where it works? I've been on it for a month. And I'm like, yep, nope, not cutting it for me. So she's like, okay. So yeah, she's up. So I don't know. We'll see how the 0.05 does. And if it does, then great. If not, I'll go up again. So I'll give it another. Will I have a meet and greet book signings? I think that's really difficult to do. Just because I'm in California and, how many people in California are going to buy my book? I don't know. If we sell 100 books, I'll be happy. If we sell more than that and people continue, I mean, if you look at how many people follow me and Dan, you take even half the people. I mean, we should kill it, right, in the sales. We should kill it in book sales, or we should kill it in merch sales, but we don't. So many people say, oh, I can't wait for your merch, and then nobody buys it, right? Somebody says, I love all your books. I can't wait to read it, and only 10 people buy it. I mean, I don't know. Everybody's weird on social media, so it's just hard to know what's going to happen. It ended, and I'm mourning the hot mail. I know, that's the thing about those. The hot, you mourn those books. I can't really be on estrogen because I had estrogen dominant. Yeah. You can't do that, especially with the fibroids or the cancer. Daniel, thank you, Mildred. I try to be. I definitely have changed a lot in the last 4 years. I think for the better. Some people don't agree with me, but like I said, the minute you start changing and morphing and setting boundaries, people tend to not like you anymore because you don't put up with the bullshit. He's so dang hot. I like good hot men. Do you get horny? Do you have sex with your husband? It typically doesn't work because the minute I get excited and then I look at him and he says something stupid and then it goes away. I love the hat. Just wasn't expecting to see it. I'm wearing it because I have a new hat drop line. The hat drop is I'm wearing it as a reminder. New merch drop, new hat drop. So just every time I see it, I have to remind sabmerch.com. That's right. You too can have this or another variety of arrays of shirts and or hats. And my book is going to be dropped later. I like hot, confident women. Now Miami is into women. So of course she's going to say that. Sadie's like, I need some fun in my life. I've got my bob and I've got a book I can read and I've got hands. Or, yeah, no. So Sonia, here's what I would do. If it became a success and people wanted to drive to Sacramento or come to Sacramento, I would do something fun. Absolutely. I'm not opposed to that, but I'm trying to keep things realistic, and not expect too much. So mine, Candace, this next one is round. So this one is, switch sides. Oh, I put it over here. So this one is tiny. I don't know if you can see it. And the next one Candace, it's not estradiol and it's something else and it's round and it looks bigger. So just simmer down. I'll show it to you when I get it. But it is much bigger. So, which is great because I feel like with this little one, I'm so worried about it. So I put it up at the front, but I think it's pooching out my stomach. I think it's made my stomach pooch out. I don't know. So at least if I have a big one, I can put it on my hip. I don't know if you're really supposed to put them here. I don't know. But my stomach has been weird the last week. So Is it the wine? Well, that hasn't changed. So I would assume it's the estrogen. Tam Tam, my book is just a kind of like a overall view of things that people already know. There's some special things in there that I've added that I won't share on a public forum because they're private and they're close to me. A little bit about my family, my perspective. It's a book from my perspective of my life. Upper right arm for me. Yeah, I don't know if you're not supposed to put it near your ovaries. Is that why my stomach's like poofing out? You can read the preface of it if you go on Amazon. Just type in there, you have it. Can't wait to get the book. May 8th. But had a bad experience with being a member with someone on YouTube. So I don't do memberships anymore. I've been following you for 2 years. Casey, I'm telling you, there's weird, freaky people out there. You have to... Yeah, so I think I just want to be able to see it all the time. So with the bigger one, I feel more comfortable putting it somewhere else, like on my ass or something like that, like upper butt cheek. Or they said upper arm or right here or something. I'm having my renal replacement on May 9th. Can you come to... Yes. I would love to come to take care of you. There you have it. Yeah, there you have it. That's what I heard, but I'm not a trained doctor. Either am I. But it's been weird. My stomach has pooched out a lot here. So I'm wondering, too much estrogen. I'll start reading today. Oh, what? Oh, I thought you said you did mine, Sadie. Oh, Sades is getting into the hot. What's wrong with being both weird and freaky? Nothing. I don't think anything. Hi, Ariel Man. Do I wear the hat to the mall? I wore it in Vegas. Would I wear this to the mall? Probably not. Would I wear it around town? Probably. Yeah. It says I love cocktails. What does everybody have a problem with cocktails? The word cocktails. I read it at the beach. Oh, yes, Emily. I don't want you to do the surgery. No, I don't. I know. No, Tracy, I wouldn't do the surgery. One of your haters called me a psychotic bitch. You are a delight. They don't realize how delightful you are, and that's what you should say. You should say, I don't think you really know. And 100%, Christina, I always tell people the same thing. I always say that. Cocktails are fun to suck. Yes. Straws, sometimes they have a big tip on them. Yeah. Because they don't see. Yeah. What's my favorite cocktail? Well, if I chose a cocktail, my favorite cocktail is a martini. Yeah, martini. Dirty martini, because I like a little dirty, I'm not dirty, but I like to be dirty. My bark is bigger than my bite, if that makes sense. Dan always says, well, can't we take some of those things you talk about on your live and put it to use? I'm like, nobody's got time for that. So yeah, I mean, I could probably help GSR write some great stuff, so I love to talk this way. I just don't actually like to. So for all those men thinking I'm a sexy beast in bed, no, I'm very vanilla. And I don't want to be bedded by a man. So right now I'm anti-man. I'm not into women either. I'm just anti anybody touching me. With extra olives. Yeah. Or a side of olives. Sometimes I ask for a side of olives. So, I'm still waiting for GSR to give me her other book. Oh, bye, Frogman. Cheers. Yep, do that. First shot of Patron. Ice cold. Ice cold Patron for me. I could do that with you. I'll cheers you with my Red Bull. 1, 2, 3. Cheers, Froggy. Have a good day. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't drink unless I was on vacation. I could have a drink, but I'm not a big morning drinker. I'm really not a big morning drinker. I'm more of an afternoon, early evening drinker. Missed a bunch. Yeah, so anyway, no, the hat I would not wear. I mean, I wouldn't wear it around my nephew and nieces. I would definitely not wear that around them because it's not appropriate for that. But am I embarrassed to wear it? No, I don't know why people think I'm so it's so put-offing. It's cocktails. Which is okay. I don't know why I'm sexually writer blocked. Working on growing Laura's character into a badass. Okay, but Are you having sex? So sometimes writers need to have experiences of kink in order to put it down. So